Bill Belichick's college football career started with a 48-14 beatdown at the hands of TCU. And 12 months later, he gets them again in Ireland in the very first game of the entire college football season. And the number he's getting tends to make people think that he doesn't stand a chance in this football game, but I tend to think the number is wrong. Tanner Kern, Green 80 Sports, welcome into the channel, guys. If you're new here, first off, welcome. I appreciate you watching. Smash the subscribe button. If you want more college football videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and of course, comment who you're taking because I want to see who the people are taking in this game. Always a tough one to call in Ireland, but a tradition like no other that kicks off the college football season. So here's where we're at. Aer Lingus College Football Classic, noon Eastern on Saturday. TCU is the designated home team on a field that's about 4,000 miles from Fort Worth. So home field means absolutely nothing here. TCU is favored by 7.5 points. The total set at 47.5. The number open, TCU minus 6.5 with the total set at 50. So interesting line in this game, and again, a tough one to predict because if you just look at it, you tend to think that TCU is going to blow North Carolina off the field, but I'm not so sure about that. But we'll start with the breakdown on the Horned Frogs here. They went 9-4 last year. They capped off their season by beating USC in overtime in the Alamo Bowl as underdogs. Sonny Dykes has more wins than anybody in the Big 12 since he got there in 2022. And the case for TCU is continuity. The offensive line brings back real starters and added Noah McKinney out of the portal from Oklahoma State. Not that Oklahoma State was a great program last year, but I tend to like McKinney up front. And then you also have Jordan Dwyer as the #1 receiver. He is back from last season. Jamel Johnson's back at safety, leading a defense that was fast and physical last season. But here's what nobody says out loud, that they're a touchdown favorite, over a touchdown favorite in Ireland, neutral site all the way across the pond. TCU has a new offensive coordinator this year. That's Gordy Samus from UConn, and they're going to be under center a lot more. It's a different kind of offense than we've seen in the past. And the quarterback's Jaden Craig from Harvard. Now, I love the fit, but the problem is he played at Harvard. Now you're stepping up a level of competition. Even though UNC wasn't great last year, and overall the program under Bill Belichick seems to have a lot of problems, it's still a step up in competition. He set every single passing record that they've got at Harvard. He had 52 touchdowns, 15 picks for his career there. He takes care of the football, which was TCU's problem last year with Josh Hoover. But if it's still a level of competition up, I tend to have my concerns about him in this spot. This was his first FBS snap, or it will be. He's in a foreign country. It's a brand new system. It's week 0. It's a lot to balance as a quarterback. Now we get to North Carolina. They went 4-8 last season. The offense was one of the worst in America, 118th in scoring, 129th in total offense. They were just simply bad. Every position was bad. So Bill Belichick fired Freddie Kitchens. They brought in Bobby Petrino. And say what you want about Bobby Petrino. Some people love him. Some people hate him. But the thing about him is he did coach Lamar Jackson to a Heisman, so he deserves some respect. They have an upgraded quarterback this year, too. I love Billy Edwards. At his junior year at Maryland, he was really good. Last year, goes to Wisconsin, has a knee injury right away, didn't really get time to play. But you look at what he did at Maryland. He was awesome. 2,800 yards, 15 touchdowns in 2024, and then the knee injury last season. And the part I keep coming back to, last year, Bill Belichick had 67 newcomers on the football team and was still trying to figure out who was going to play each position in August. He didn't know. He got there late. He was still trying to go to the NFL. This year, most of the roster went through spring ball and stayed all summer. It's not a national title team. They're not going to win the ACC, but they're going to be competitive and they're going to be better. When you give a coach like Bill Belichick time with a football team, you have to think that he's going to improve it in some capacity. They still won 4 games last year. Still won 4 games with Bill Belichick in his first season. Most guys got to take the step in year 2. So this should be a 6 to 7 win team in my mind. And it starts in Ireland at the Aer Lingus Classic. So let's go back to the numbers. 92% of the early tickets across most sports books are on TCU, 94% of the money as well. When the public is that lopsided on a team in week 0, where neither team has played a snap yet, that's a little bit concerning to me. I get pretty skeptical there. People are just going against North Carolina because what they did last year. They're going with TCU because Sonny Dykes and all the history that they have and the success he's had at TCU. Now, the market's telling you it's going to be a slow, ugly kind of game based on the way the total's dropping. And I tend to think that. We see these games in Ireland. It's wet on the field. It's tough to move the football. It's played in a soccer stadium. I go back to last year. Iowa State just simply ran the football. You look at Kansas State, they were slipping all over the field. They couldn't throw the football. So it favored a team like Iowa State. And I think both teams are going to be physical, try to run the ball, and prevent the other team from going on big runs in this game. So I think TCU is going to win the game. I do. They're the better football team. They're going to find the way to win. Sonny Dykes has done more in the Big 12 than Bill Belichick's done in college football. So I will go with TCU. But I do lean towards UNC plus 7.5 in this game. If that number continues to climb to 8.5, you're only getting a better number here. TCU has the better roster, they're the better program. But I go back to the fact that Bill Belichick getting another year with the team is only going to make them better. I don't think they're going to drop an egg in week 1 like they did last year. Give me North Carolina plus 7.5 in a game where both offenses are going to sputter. Again, we go back to the new offensive coordinator for TCU with Gordy Samus, something people aren't talking about as much. And then we go to the new offensive coordinator with UNC. But the thing about UNC, continuity, they're going to be better in this game against TCU than they were last year in week 1 against TCU. So the score prediction, TCU 24, Carolina 20. It's a close game. It comes down to the end. I think Carolina could have a chance to win it, but they just don't find a way to get it done because of all the inexperience that they have. But Billy Edwards upgrades the offense, and they find a way to cover in this game. If Bill Belichick loses this one by 30 again, the whole season is done. He's probably going to get fired. I think this is the beginning of the end for him. But if he's competitive, it's going to set Carolina up for a successful season and even potentially going to a bowl game. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Again, tell me who you're taking in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. And enjoy watching college football this weekend because we are so back.